I'm going to continue with creating objects for Blender Challenge 14 Spy Gear. And I brought in a free head model. I just searched for free 3D head just for reference purposes. And I'm going to now bring in a circle. I'm going to use the default values. I'm going to edit mode and just scale this up a bit. Rotate X90. I'm going to look from the side and bring this up here. There it is. Maybe a little bit forward from the front. I'm going to scale this up. Just have it sitting there. And I think I will, let's see, delete those. Take those vertices and extrude them downwards. Like about that. And I'm going to select that one. Shift S cursor to select it. Bring my 3D cursor there. And build off there. Yeah. Maybe I'll bring that a bit forward. Okay. Let's go back and do that again. Grab that. Okay, so I'm going to use a cube. Let's hide that head. Okay, Control 2 and shade smooth. So I've got a subdivision surface of 2. I'm going to look from the side, and I think I will actually scale this in the X like this. Select the top face, scale it in the Y. Look at the bottom, scale that in the Y out like that. Control R, pull an edge loop up near the top like this. I'm going to put that relatively flat. And I'm going to go ahead and apply that subdivision and Control 2, add another one. And come in here. Actually, before I apply that, let me come back in here. Control R and Control B, pull out. Now I'm going to apply that and Control 2 to add another subdivision. That's the overall shape of what I'm going for. In face selection, I'm going to select some faces here, like this. And I'm going to press I to inset, pull it in, and then right click and choose Loop Tools and Circle. And S to scale that in, maybe move it down a bit, and then inset. I'm going to extrude in again. I'm going to delete those faces. Let's have a look at that. Okay. Next, I'm going to come up here and do like a little button. Select those 4. I to inset. Pull it in. Loop tool, circle. Scale it down. Scale it in the Z so it's sort of like an ellipse. I'm going to rotate a bit, and let's try extrude in and extrude in again. Just have a look at that. Okay. With those selected, I'm going to go Control plus a couple times till I can grab the whole thing. That's not enough. Control plus G. I just want to move it over a little bit. I'm going to mirror that to the other side. I think I'll go ahead and do that. So in edit mode and wireframe and 1 for vertex selection, I'm going to select all of these vertices. And now I think I need to scale Y to 0. I don't think those were perfectly straight. Let's try this mirror in the Y with clipping. Bring that up. I may have some issues here. I'm going to go ahead and apply that. I'll go back in and merge by distance. Let's see how well that took. If I have any problems. face selection, select all those, and I'm going to, I think I'm just going to extrude them out. I may break these out and do them as separate buttons later. Probably will. Let's come down here and on this side, select those, I'd inset, pull it in, do to a circle, just make a small circle. Let's move it over a bit. And I'm going to inset again. And I'll pull it in a little bit and extrude it in a little bit more, and then I'm going to extrude it out. It's like a power button or something. I might select these and see if I scale that in a bit so you see the hole a little bit more. Okay, let's come up to the top and grab a bunch of faces here. Let me see, did I get what I wanted? Yes. Shift D to duplicate, pull it up a bit, P to break it out. Pull that back down. Okay, I'm going to extrude this up a little ways. I'm going to scale it in the Y. And bring an edge loop up near the top and near the bottom. Select it all, just sort of push it in. Think about deleting faces later. I think I'll scale this in the X a little bit narrower. Okay, now I'm going to bring an edge loop up, and I want to straighten this, so I'm going to go SZ0, oops, SZ0, GG, and just drag it up. Do another one down here, SZ0, so now bring an edge loop up here, I'll do something in there, and I'm going to roll my mouse up 3 times here. Maybe I'll straighten these SZ0 just to make sure. SZ0, they weren't quite straight. So I'll take these 3, Control B, pull, give myself a little area here, and in face selection, we will grab these, and last up just those like that. I'm just going to extrude them out a little bit. And here, I'm going to grab that. I think I'm actually going to straighten this one, SZ0, and this one. And then I'm going to grab these, and I'm going to I'd inset, E'd extrude in a little, and E'd extrude in a bit more. And I think I'll just drag an edge loop over like that a bit and see how that looks. Okay, something like that. Now, let's go into wireframe in 1 and box select all this top stuff here. Scale Z0, SZ0, and let's go up. Deselect that so it's a little flatter to connect. Now let's come in here and the edge selection, let's grab that. I might want to do both of these. What I'm going to do is Control B, E and Alt S and pull down. To do that. Okay. Put the cavity shader on. Okay, back in here. 2 edge selection, select that edge. Let's see if I got it. I do. Shift S, cursor is selected, bring my 3D cursor there and bring in a new circle. Just default values is okay. Rotate Y90. Scale it down until it fits. Let's try E and S, come in a bit. Alright, start coming out like that. Now what do I want to do here? Okay, let's come out like this. E and S, and actually I'm going to pull that out like this. Do something there in a minute. E and S. E will come back, but I'll scale in a bit. E and S, just a little like that. E will come out again and scale it in. This is going to be like a knob for this device. Come in now. E and I'll come back. E and S, come in. And one more out. E and S, I have to make a face, and I'm going to inset a little bit. Control 2, shade smooth, come back here. Now, edge loop and split it like that. We'll do something in there in a second. Sharpen that up. An edge loop there, split it, and I'll do something in there as well. Just want this a little sharper right there. Okay, and here, face selection, Shift Alt and click there. Press I twice and pull in to give myself a little space there, and just E and Alt S and pull down. And just do that. And on this here, I'm just going to paint select 4 or 5 of these spaces, or 6, whatever. And I'm not even really worried about how many I've got. I just want sort of 3 areas like that, but maybe not this stuff here. Okay, and I'm going to E and Alt S, and I'm going to push and an edge loop and split it like that. And that's what I want to do for that. This whole thing I'm just going to pull out. Okay, so that's what it's looking like so far. And then, like I said, I may do some more work on these. In fact, let's see what it's like if I was to select these in Control Plus. I'm going to switch over to individual origins. S and scale them in just a little bit. Individual origins allows me to scale each of them independently. I don't know if I have shade smooth on there or not. And that's basically the front. I'm just debating if that needs to come out. I don't know. Now, yeah, I want to do a button on the side here as well. Maybe this big, like a volume button or something. I don't know. Let's try this. Let's just inset, but press inset again. I just want one big area. I'm going to do inset again. And I can press E. I'm just going to gesture in. I think I'll do that again. And then let's try just gesturing out and doing that. Does that look any good? Or is it? It's not my favorite button, but it's something. I feel like that's a bit wide. I don't know. I'm gonna just leave it like that. This part's gonna sort of connect with the ear, but it's not a real headphone part, I don't think. Let's just select that and press I to inset, and loop tool circle and scale it in. And let's see. Let's just extrude out this time. Let's delete those faces. I don't know why, I just feel like it. Let's take this and go E and S, come in, and then we'll go E, out, and maybe we'll just scale out like this and do a bit of something. Let's go ahead and push this in. No, let's not do that yet. Let's do that, and then E and S. We'll start pushing that in like that. Let's just have a look at that. I just want it to sort of fit against. Let's just close it up. I didn't set. That could be okay, I suppose. And on the back here, I don't think you're gonna really see it, but let's try this. Let's grab those. I to inset. Let's convert it to a circle. Scale it down. I to inset again. Let's pull in. Let's see. Let's pull in just a little bit like that. I to inset again. One more time, and then in a little bit, and in a little bit more. Something like that. Don't ask me what that is. Let's bring back stuff and have a look. Okay, so this, and this. Let's make this a collection. Call this HeadSet controls. Let's pull it down over the ear. Again, I'm going to be hiding the head. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. So you'll never really know how well it fits or doesn't fit. All right, let's go with that. And then let's do something else here. Okay, let's take this and have a look at it. So I got that. Maybe I'm going to move this up and pretend that it fits. Let's slide it over and do this. Extrude like this. Give it some thickness. And do something here. Let's select it, Alt-N, recalculate outside, and now I'm going to E and Alt-S, and let's push. Now I'm going to slide it over just a little bit. So I've got that. Wireframe. I'm going to box select that and pull it up a little bit. Okay. Hope that's not too thick. Yeah, well, we're going to take this one anyhow. And am I? Edge loop here and an edge loop here. Now, again, I might make this as a separate piece, but for the moment, let's put an edge loop there and let's pull to do that. Doesn't make this all that thick, does it? What I might do is focus on that. Let's see if I can find all of this stuff. What have I got going on here? What have I got? I got that. I got that. And all of that. I want to control. I'm not too worried about the other side. Let's see if I wanted to scale that in the Y. Make it longer like that. might delete all those faces and clean this up underneath here. And make that a separate piece right now. I don't care that they don't join yet. That wasn't very nice. That wasn't a nice way to do it anyhow. If I wanted to join those up nicely, I would use grid fill. But I don't care about that yet, actually. And I don't care about the top of this yet, I don't think. What I do want to do is delete this stuff here as well. What did I miss? Let's do that again. There we go. Let's bring stuff back. Oh. But hide the head. Okay. And on this guy here, what am I going to do? You know what? I'm going to select this piece and I am going to break it out and just focus on that. Yeah, okay. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a hole in this, I think. But because I split it like that, I'm going to have to put edge loops on both sides. Control B. I'm going to pull that out like this. And then put an edge loop there. That goes all the way around. Control B like this. And then my plan was to just bridge edge loops like that. And then I'll have to put edge loop there and there. That goes all the way around. Select those and Control B, and we'll pull it up, and that'll straighten that out. We might need one here, here, and even here. Let's bring stuff back. Okie dokie. Now, let's see. Let's GZ and pull it up. It's not quite what I wanted. So let's scale this in the Z. So I would have that. And then we'll just manipulate it the way I want it. I'm just going to pull this down in. And I'm going to pull this up. And I might actually even make that a little bit less pronounced. Let's scale that in the Y. Okay. The more I think about it, the more maybe I do want that in there. I just want to try different things. That might be all right for what I want. I'm going to delete that, and I can select that, and I'm going to bring my 3D cursor there, and I'm going to mirror that, turn on clipping and pull that up, and apply the mirror and go in. Just let's just merge by distance in case. And let's have a look here. Okay, we got some issues here. Let's redo that. I'm going to set the origin of the 3D cursor, and I'm going to mirror that. And turn on clipping and pull it up. And I'm going to apply that mirror and come in. Let's just merge by distance in case. Got that there, and I'll take this piece. I hope it's good enough. I think I like that better. Let's set the origin to the 3D cursor on that and mirror it. Yeah, okay. The other side will have something different. And I just want to look at this again and think about if I want to do something slightly different. Okay, maybe I will grid fill that for the moment. Maybe I'll have a hole in there, or maybe I won't. So select that edge face, grid fill, and leave it like that. Gives me a bit of a curve to it as well. Okay, so that's what I've got so far. I think that's what I wanted to do. Let's make sure. Let's put cavity on there. Let's go to Mac Cap and just look at it with a slightly different view. Actually, before we do anything, let's check this. Yeah, okay. My faces aren't facing the right direction. Turn that off. So that's the main part of that. What we'll have is here. I'll bring back the head, and then let's see. Maybe I'll move the head up instead of screwing around with all the rest of this stuff. Just do something like this. Insert roughly. Okay. Yeah, that's okay. So that will be there, and what I'll do is I'll make a mic that comes down here, and then put an ear cuff on that side. Then we can adjust the position of stuff later as well a little bit. Okay, but that's the main modeling part of that for now. Okay, so we'll leave it at that.